Merry Christmas, everyone. That famous phrase. It's been on everybody's lips. It has been for days. Because Christmas is coming like it does every year. A time of celebration, of feasting, of cheer. But I wonder what you do when you're told to be merry. Maybe Christmas for you is just Nan's annual sherry. Who or what are we cheering for? What in this season are we meant to adore? For some, Christmas isn't a happy time. They grumble and they shrug. And a bit like that geezer Scrooge, they're like, bah, humbug. And yet I wonder if you're like me, and I don't think I'm being radical, to say that in this season there's something truly magical. Sure, we may not like cold weather, dark nights, or more time with the family, but we sure do love presents, time off, and of course the Christmas tree. We look forward to it all year long, and it really makes you think, is it just because that's when we feast, be merry, get a drink? Well, Christians believe Christmas tales of Jesus Christ's birth, an incredible story of God walking on this earth. Emmanuel, the name given him, meaning God with us. You see, this is why I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. You can see for yourself as you look at the book. Open up the Bible, the book they call Luke. The story is there, and it's there for a reason. It's there to tell us the meaning of this season. So remember when you hear the term Merry Christmas, it's a time to think Jesus is God with us. At Christmas we learn of a God who wants to be with his creation, a God who loves and rescues and offers salvation. But how does he do this, I hear you ask? Well, he sent his son Jesus to complete the task. Jesus may be his name, but what's the definition? It means God saves. His name gives us his mission. You may think his surname's Christ. That's a usual misunderstanding. But it means he's the anointed one. It's not a surname, it's branding. And he's the Messiah, God's promised king. Delivering God's promises is what he would bring. Son of God, Son of Man, those are two more names of Jesus to add. Fully God, fully man, sent to us by his heavenly dad. So remember when you hear the term Merry Christmas, it's a time to think Jesus is God with us. The Old Testament foretold the birth of this baby, born to Mary, an incredible young lady. If you read it yourself, it's an amazing story. No wonder the angels sing, "To God be the glory." The story tells us so much about how God handles things compared to the way we see the actions of some kings. Like Caesar Augustus of Rome, the ruler of his time, he took a census to count people to show he was in his prime. But you know how God shows us he's worthy of trust? To him we're not a number. In fact, in humility he became one of us. So remember when you hear the term Merry Christmas, it's a time to think Jesus is God with us. We don't have to wish it could be Christmas every day. Jesus is God with us every step of the way. Forget elf on the shelf. God gives us himself. Forget the jolly man who separates the naughty from the nice. Consider the God-man Jesus who comes to offer us paradise. And not if we make it onto some good list. All we have to do is believe. That's the real twist. Joy to the world is what Christians sing, because a right relationship with God is what Jesus can bring. So remember when you hear the term Merry Christmas, it's a time to think Jesus is God with us. I hope you have a holly jolly Christmas and a wonderful Christmas time. But take time to reflect on this story because it really is quite sublime. Oh, come let us adore him is what the church sings, because God has revealed to us incredible things. We don't have to guess who or what God is. When we look to Jesus, he's the answer to that quiz. So this is Christmas. And what have we done? We'll at least check out Jesus, because he isn't just anyone. I hope you've enjoyed listening about Jesus, God's Son. All that's left for me to say is, Merry Christmas, everyone.